I was gonna say I wanna watch gameplay of Dying Light 2, but it's like so many people have already played it so long that they're like halfway through it. It's a big commitment, but it's a really cool game, I think.
All
I
right,
like the
Trev.
parkour style.
Everything's good, Trev.
All right, everything sounds good. Yeah, we did a little testing beforehand to see how everyone's audio came out, but yeah, it seems like we're doing better now.
Let's start this podcast.
No one's gonna say anything. They're just gonna leave me hanging on the Dying Light 2.
Because we're not talking about Dying Light. Because
not
today,
one line.
on this episode, on this episode podcast, we are talking about a show, and that show is Attack on Titan. Which episodes are we talking about tonight, guys? Someone help me.
79 and 80.
79 and 80.
And holy
And
shit, this
Part 2.
these last two episodes were a complete mind F.
Let me just fucking say right now, Aaron is such a fucking badass, dude. I was just like, the entire time I was like, Aaron, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Like, it was turn after turn after turn after turn after turn. I was like, what the fuck is happening? It
So,
was so fucking good, man. I was so fucking hyped. This
Eren
like,
Yeager.
That's all I could think about the whole time.
I swear,
so good,
with this
man.
final season, just the name Eren Yeager's gotten so much hype. When anyone says it, I just go like, "Let's go, dude! Let's go!"
He's such a fucking badass, man. He's so fucking cool.
So where we last left off with Attack on Titan, Gabby decided to 360 no scope Eren, heading off, and at the last second before Eren died, Zeke was able to catch Eren's head, which made it so Eren could make it to the pass with Zeke. And that's where we left off, or Zeke like Uno reverse card on Eren.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zeke was like, haha, you thought you could control because you're the founder, but I can control it.
I've been here for many years, even though it's been not only a second in the real world. But, yeah. I'm gonna change you like my daddy did to me. And then they, kiss foreheads, pretty much.
Like my daddy.
We touch foreheads.
So, then we get...
Which is part of why we've named this episode Daddy Issues. So a lot of stuff happens all because of the connection between Eren, Zeke, and Grisha.
Oh, I thought we were just calling it daddy because you wanted to tell us something, Josh.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good, fam.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Way to make
We're
it
here for
weird,
you.
though.
We're here for you.
You're just making it weird.
And the
now.
Twix box is here for you, too. Like, it's
Wait,
blocking the
okay.
glare.
I'll talk to the Twix box later without you
Wait.
guys around.
No.
Josh, who's your favorite character in Attack on Titan?
Eren.
So me and Trav should root for him to die. Okay, got it.
No. Bad.
We gotta do this again.
No.
You just want to
bad.
see. You just want to see me in my
Again.
tank top. That's all you want. You just
Yeah,
want to see me
bring out
take
the gun
off
shell.
the sweatshirt again. That's all
Bring it
you
out.
want.
Bring it
Now
out.
I
bring it
know.
out.
Now I know what you want.
Josh,
Not gonna
just
happen
so you
again.
know, that was my mother's favorite part about seeing the podcast.
Yeah,
when I
sure.
was when I was editing it at their place. She was dying laughing just looking at you.
My favorite part,
I'm
yeah,
glad that
was
I could
the
impress.
intro. You had a little sneak peek of the
Bro.
skin there, but just when you were shuffling around the background, you didn't know what to do.
Yeah. That's the
Well,
what's to
hey.
come. That's what happens when you mess with Josh too long. He brings out the gun shell.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
tempt me.
Yeah.
That's when he means business.
Okay. So was it 79 starts with them just kind of going through past memories or the past. Are they looking at memories or what are they doing? Just kind of
They're looking at Grisha's memories.
Okay. So it
But
starts
Zeke
off.
is letting he's
starts-
letting them do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zeke's letting him because he has control.
Zeke is
of the mirror.
driving.
Yeah. He has control of the founding titan or the paths, whatever the hell.
So he has control. No, so the founder is like supposed to have control of Ymir, right? But she only listens to people with royal blood, and so I read
That
as we're-
explains everything, honestly, because I
No, listen,
I
yeah.
tried to like rationalize everything that's going on in the story right now, and that's all I can think of is just what the hell is going on still.
So as we're watching, I read the manga. I do this with Demon Slayer too, just to compare it. And I don't know if this is if they're gonna move this to a different time, or if it's come later. I'm sure misremembering, but in the manga, they are in Ymir's flashback for a lot longer. This is spoilers. This is this next episode, but they're in her flashback for a lot longer, and they explain why she only listens to people with royal blood because she was in love with the king. But we'll talk about that later when we get down. So
Next episode. This is this episode.
mhm.
Yeah, I'm talking about this episode.
This episode.
What?
Which episode?
I don't know. I don't really
This
know
episode.
anymore. Attack on
This.
Titan's gotten to the point where I just don't know what's going on anymore. I'm just kind of watching big giant monsters run around now and punch each other.
What do you mean? You don't understand what's happening inside the paths with these 2,000 years of interlocking memories and fucking.
So before we get to interlocking memories, we just get a nice little memory show of baby Aaron, and Mappa showing off how, I don't know, how spot on they can get with like the original episode and stuff, because they go as far as Kid Aaron and stuff.
Did you guys see that people are posting on Reddit and Twitter and stuff that if you go back to those episodes in season 1, you can see an adult man that looks like adult Aaron, like a guy with long hair and wearing the same like gray or brown or whatever the fuck color coat he's wearing,
Yeah,
and he's like standing next to Aaron and watching Aaron.
that's weird.
So
No,
yeah.
I didn't see that.
So like this tells you that Isayama, the author, and then like also the people that made the anime knew this was all going to happen when they were making episode 1.
That's stupid, man.
And I guess
That's
that would make
stupid.
sense
How do you
'cause, like,
think of
if
all this
we're-
BS, man?
If we're like
Yeah.
kind of at those younger stages of Aaron's life, if we're trying to then watch it through Aaron's eyes, it would make sense then that he can see himself because he can see the future or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we get like hints that like Grisha can see like Aaron's memories and stuff, or he sees like the current version of Zeke with like his beard and all that stuff in his study, so that freaks him out. But then we get to what's the name of the family? The Rice family, Royce, Reese.
Yeah.
So we get,
Royce.
yeah. Shout out to someone we know.
Shout out Alex's long lost relatives.
Yeah, right. They don't make it, sorry. But
Yeah.
Yes.
so then we get to the point where Grisha was about to, kill the Reese family again, but then we see that he hesitates and drops the knife. So what happened after?
Can we missed a bunch of like character building memories for Zeke, because we missed the scene where Grisha's like writing a letter to Zeke that he knows Zeke will never read, but then he like gets up and thinks he sees Zeke.
That's
And
what that's what
I
Travis
just
talked
said-
about that.
Oh, you talked about that?
Yeah, in the study.
bro.
He briefly
Bro,
mentioned it.
when
Brain-
you speak,
Brain,
when you speak,
turn on.
No, it's not. It's when
Find
you
the on
speak.
button.
Can you let me fucking talk?
I don't know, will you?
How does
I
it
don't know if I'll
feel?
listen, dude.
How does it feel?
When you speak, I don't listen. My brain turns
Damn.
off when you speak.
Hey,
That's rude.
you know what? I don't blame you.
All right, continue.
Dumbass.
For the interruptions.
No, I lost my train of thought. No, you go on. You go on. You seem to know where we're at right now.
Yeah, Mitch, why don't you just recap what happened in the study?
Yeah, go ahead. Since you're so keen on the study, that was like your favorite part of this episode, probably.
It wasn't, but it was a very important part for Zeke's character.
Why
Well,
was it so important?
yeah, why was it so important?
Because it was the first time Zeke was like, holy shit, maybe Grisha didn't hate me. Maybe he didn't abandon me. Maybe he actually loved me.
Yeah, the only part of that I remember is Zeke going like, "Oh, that was weird. How the hell do you remember?" And then Aaron's like, "All right, let's move on. Let's move on."
Yeah, we're moving
And then
on.
the
And
intro
then
starts,
it shows-
rumbling, it's coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then it shows that Aaron's taking control. Like, he's like, all right, it's time to move on. We're not staying here anymore. It was a huge scene.
God, I couldn't imagine.
I think my favorite part of the episode, I mean, besides the end, which was insane, was when Zeke saw the memory of Aaron like killing those bandits or whoever like that kidnapped Mikasa, and Zeke just being like, "Holy shit, this guy's been a badass since he was a kid."
So
killing people and being brutal since he was a kid.
yeah, that reminds me of like the whole reasoning behind Zeke like bringing Aaron through all of Grisha's memories and stuff. He's trying to like point out the moment where Grisha's starting to like implant like his crazy theories and ideas into Aaron's head like he did to Zeke back in Marley. But they
Yeah,
Zeke is slowly realizing like, oh, Aaron's a little bit more messed up. He killed like what, two people and then
and
he like
realizes
Go ahead.
he realizes that Grisha was never manipulating him. Never
Yeah.
was.
he's just trying to be a good dad this time around.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then obviously at the end it ends up being the double Uno reverse card.
But
Shit was so fucking good, man.
yeah, and then we get to see Aaron talk about his dreams or wanting to join the Scouts regiment and just fortifying, you know, how he felt at the beginning, because he's born free. So, you know, that whole spiel.
Because he's the Attack Titan. Well,
And then-
he wasn't the Attack Titan then, but
Right.
Destined to be.
So then we finally get to the Reese family again underneath the chapel, and Grisha hesitates, and we slowly see Aaron kind of losing more and more, or getting more angry over what's her face?
Freya, was it?
Freya.
Freya.
Yeah, Freya's her name. Yeah.
So Frito was slowly pissing off Aaron, because Fritos are definitely the last like chip picked from the bag, you know, those like big boxes and stuff. Yeah, you got like the cool. Yeah, I know. No,
I mean, we can disagree.
no, Fritos are low tier, man. They're like desperation food, you know, if you need some chips. But
Doesn't like Fritos. Doesn't like Zenitsu. Okay, can't win.
yeah, there's a correlation because you like them.
Josh,
You have a bad
they
taste.
switched.
Yeah, don't bring out the guns already, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult it.
Fucking Fritos. Fucking...
Wrong leg! It's coming!
Damn it, your mic peaks so much.
So then what happened? Grisha hesitates, and then because Aaron's getting so mad, Zeke's just like, what the hell's going on here? This is where Grisha kills him, right? And then Aaron
Grisha
just
doesn't-
goes like,
Grisha doesn't hesitate. Grisha stops. He says, "I'm not going to do it." He says, "I
Well,
can't do this." Drops the knife.
either
and he's
or.
about to stop.
then Aaron's just like, it's free real estate. Pretty much.
Fucking do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. God, it's so fucking badass, dude. He's so fucking badass.
I thought they were going to start kissing eyeballs. That's how close Aaron was getting to Grisha.
Well, there was like that one scene where it actually showed like his eye like perpendicular to his father's eye. It took me a second, like, what the hell am I even looking at? But I think they did that really well. Maybe a stupid question, but why was Aaron so pissed? Like, they captured that emotion really well, and they made it very obvious. Like, Zeke looked over,
He
and
was
Grisha
pissed.
looked over his shoulder right at him.
I think what they were trying to say is he's pissed because he's mad at his dad's weakness.
He's mad at
This is-
Freya's beliefs, really.
And Freya's beliefs, yeah, but I think more so he's mad at Grisha's weakness that he won't bring himself to do what needs to be done.
Because it's probably not the first time that he's like looked ahead and seen.
Well,
Aaron,
actually,
or,
actually,
like,
it is.
Aaron's
He
told
was,
him.
he was pissed before Grisha even pulled out the scalpel to cut himself. Like
Yeah,
the
well,
very
yeah,
first.
He doesn't like
Freya.
Freya's
He doesn't like
ideology.
Freya's ideas. Yeah.
Well, because Aaron because Aaron's like whole character is like, I've been born into this world. I have my own freedoms. If anyone wants to try and take that freedom away from me, I'm going to take away their freedom. He's mad at Freya because Freya is just going to allow like Marley just to completely wipe out all of paradise and punish all these Eldians for something they didn't even do. So he is completely against that ideology, and he just doesn't like it. He's just like, this
Also-
is BS. I didn't do jack. I shouldn't be punished for this. These people are
Also-
trying to screw me over, and it's over.
Also, I want to mention something Josh said. You said he's probably seen these memories 100 times before. This is his first time seeing it. This is little spoilers for later in the episode, but he tells Zeke once they jump out of the memories, he tells Zeke that thanks to you for bringing me into those memories, I was able to start everything. So that's a question I want to ask you guys too. If that's the first time Eren, like that, what we saw was Eren influencing Grisha. How the fuck did like? I guess I'm confused. What Eren saw when he kissed Historia's
let
hand
me
first.
let me interject real quick because we really got to put this out here before we go into that territory. So Grisha explains to Freya the Attack Titan's like unique ability, and that is the power to see future Attack Titans memories. So when the owl was injecting Grisha with the Titan serum, he says you need to protect Mikasa and Armin and all of them without, him not knowing anything about them. But that's because he was seeing either Eren's future memories or Grisha's future memories. So all the Attack Titans are connected in that way.
Yeah.
So
So my question, I have two questions. One, did Eren know anything when he was a kid, or did he learn? Did he, and what did he learn when he kissed Historia's hand? Like, did all this start when he kissed her hand at the end of season 3, or did he know stuff as a kid? Because I don't. Well, he couldn't have known stuff as a kid because he wasn't the Attack Titan then.
I think he after it all started from the kiss with Historia.
Right.
Because he explains, I think, in episode 80, that's where it all started. And then he had to take that information and work with it for 4 years, pretty much.
I don't understand when Eren ate Grisha. Because Grisha is at the Reese family's royal place on the day the walls fall.
Yeah, and then after the walls fall, he pulls Eren to the side. They showed the scene with him.
I know, but
he must have just, before Eren got thrown on the boat or something, he pulled Eren into the...
The boat was immediately after the Shingashin.
I'm just saying, they found a time and place to pull Eren to the side, had him eat his father, and then his father reread his memories somehow.
Yeah,
listen, this story is about fucking time travel. It's not supposed to make sense. This whole future memory business is just so you can have these crazy like Uno reverse card kind of moments. That's all it's really for. Because if you don't set like ground rules and you don't follow them, it gets really messy in the weeds.
All I can think about with the end of episode 79 is that meme where it's like the two astronauts and the one's like, hold on, Eren's always been thinking like this. He's like, always have been.
Yeah, so I think the memory that Eren saw when he kissed Historia's hand was Grisha's memory, but then inside of that memory, he saw, Grisha's point of view, and then he saw Eren, his future self, saying that, and now he's just like, well, how do I get to this point now? Because then I'm assuming he sees the later scene where Grisha's like freaking out because he killed the Reese family, Reese's Puffs.
Royce family.
Yeah, the Reese's Puff family. And
family.
He freaks out about it. And then he sees, his younger son, Zeke. So then Eren might be able to connect that, Zeke has something to do with me being able to get to this point. So that's why he maybe works with him. I don't know.
What I think he saw when he kissed Historia's hand was everything. I think he saw an infinite number of possibilities, infinite number of paths that he could take to like save paradise, and he's following the only path that he thinks could be that one path that saves them. I think that's what he saw. I think he saw like infinite possibilities, and he chose, and he lived them all out inside the paths. And then he chose the one he knew would save everybody that he cared about. That's what I think he did. But
just be careful. I don't want. I know you're a little heated from on all the conversation, but there's no need to beat up your mic tonight. I mean, just take it easy. Take it easy.
Hey, don't play the bongos,
cool.
dude. Come on, relax.
I think that would make a lot of sense. I think it was set up in that way where he could experiment a bit and find out what worked best, but I think it's done like Trav said, it's done very intentionally where like a lot of this just doesn't make sense, and I'm hoping that I mean you probably would have to rewatch it a ton of times, like from the very beginning to be able to like somewhat understand what's happening, or continue through the rest of the series and hopefully they explain it, or read the manga and maybe have it captured a bit better in there.
Because I know you were saying after part one that you didn't know what the fuck was going on. Are you
Yeah.
still feel that way, or are you starting to understand some things?
I kind of just forgot most of what happened in the first part. Like the general storyline, that I understand what's happening, but
Hmm.
I feel like I have a good idea of what's actually happening now in this second part, or at least it's more important. Like it overshadowed what happened there.
There was
Throughout
a
the
lot.
climax.
There was a lot of really boring episodes in part one.
Hmm.
I realized that watching, like, we've had what 5 episodes, and they've all been bangers.
Yep.
So
Well, because now the story's finally getting somewhere.
yeah,
Like
True.
we actually feel like we're having some progress now.
Progress.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very confusing with this whole Attack Titan
What?
memory debacle.
What?
I can't believe you fucking just said that.
What's wrong with progress?
Oh my gosh.
We're streaming live
So
on
other
twitch.tv
Titans,
slash Dutch
other
Re, okay? We say pog on Twitch. That's what we do.
okay, other Titans.
I got nothing to say to that, man. I'm just shaking my head.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Give all the suggestions to the Twix box behind me. Ignore that I said behind. As imagine I said behind.
Yeah,
Bruh.
ignore that we said description instead of subscription.
Dude, it was so funny. I had everything like ready to go on it, and then he was just like, "Did I just say describe?" And then he just dropped his head. I'm like, "Dude, it's too late. I'm keeping it in. It's over."
Yeah, I would not have done another take on that because
no.
that's
No.
kind of like it was all
He was
over.
just like, he was just like, travel to bear next time. Yeah, no, it was pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Amazing.
It was really funny not to laugh at him from like the other room because I can hear him like doing like all his like attempts at it. Probably had like 11 like tries. So I have them all on my computer still. So maybe I
Let's
can
go.
rip them into something.
Yeah.
Bloopers.
Next time we hang out, you have to play those, please.
Yeah, right.
Upload to the channel as bloopers, dude.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop them up as shorts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
What I was gonna ask is normally as a Titan, when the power of the Titan is then given to you, you get to see the memories of the previous Titans, right?
I don't know if that's all of them. I think that's just the attack and the
I
colossal.
think the inheritor will sometimes take attributes from the previous holder. So
Like
they kind of
know-
their personalities kind of start easing into each other a
Yeah.
little bit because you see that with Armin and Bertold, and with at the beginning with what was it, Armin's obsession with like checking on Annie and stuff, because we knew Bertold already had a thing for Annie, but
Yeah, because in part one, Armin, after he blows up the bay, Armin's like, "Is this how you felt, Bertolt? Is this how bad it was for you too?" So he didn't know Bertolt's memories either. So
I'm guessing if they can't see or access their memories, maybe they can still have like the same type of emotional response to a trigger that the previous person had, and so maybe that could be associated with that kind of memory. But the reason I ask is then the the attack titan's kind of the opposite, or maybe he preserves that ability, but then can also look into the future titans.
yeah,
yeah.
I want to know what I don't know if they're gonna go into it, but I want to know why the attack titan is so different from the other titans. Because he's the only one that has free will. He's the only one that can see into the future memories and the past memories. Like, why is he so different than the other titans?
Because it's the main character.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Yeah, I
supposed to be
mean-
like some kind of trait from Ymir.
But like, because
Yeah,
Ymir,
I was gonna say
Ymir was
if there was an episode to tell us, it was probably 80.
Well, because Ymir was the founder, and then her daughters. She only had 3 daughters eat her. So where the fuck did the other? What? There's 9 Titan shifters. Where did the other 6
The
Titan?
following
So-
kids.
Before we get too deep into Ymir, we should probably send off episode 79. So Grisha gets manipulated by Eren to kill the Rhesus Puff family, and afterwards Grisha, freaks the F out outside the chapel, saying, "I crushed even the children with my hands." And
Not
then
just the men, the women, and the children too.
all of them.
I hate saying
I
this,
did
of
it.
course.
I got the kids. I did the Reese's Puffs. I did them all except the
Reese's Puffs.
dad. Zeke.
Beat 'em up, beat 'em
Zeke-
up, beat 'em up. That's what he was doing. That's what he wanted. He just wanted the Reese's Puffs. He didn't care about the founder.
Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up.
Zeke, is that you?
Zeke. Yeah.
I have a
So
question that I just thought about.
No, you can't go to the bathroom.
yeah, no one called on you. Shut up.
If
Put your.
Shut up.
I'm so confused too because Eren tells Zeke that the only reason he was able to convince. Fuck off. Okay, I know my voice cracked. Fuck off.
The way that you said it, I'm so confused.
Fuck all of you, dude.
Everyone point and laugh.
What I was saying though, because I'm thinking, but I'm also trying to word it in a way that will make sense to you guys, because my brain works differently than you guys. So if I just say what I'm
You've
thinking-
established that already. Yes.
if I'm just saying what I'm thinking, none of you will understand what I'm saying.
Just
Just
try.
say what you think.
I'm already confused what you just said.
Okay, so if Eren told Zeke that the only reason he was able to convince Grisha to go eat the Reese family was because stop fucking nodding, was because that
I'm
was the first time
processing,
he-
dude. Come
was
on.
because Zeke gave him access to Grisha's memories. How the fuck did Eren convince Grisha to go? Like, what made Grisha go to the Reese family in the first place? Like, because Eren wasn't manipulating him that entire time. I don't think.
Well, Grisha was told to find the founder
yeah, I guess
from
But,
the
like,
owl, or Aaron Kruger was his name.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. I'm just.
I don't know what
I don't
that is. I forget that.
But
That's
I
the guy
just think
that gave the attack titan to Grisha and Marley before sending him off to paradise.
I don't remember that.
But like, I guess what I'm confused about is, because Grisha obviously didn't want to do it, right? And the only reason he did it is because Eren made him do it.
Mm-hmm.
If Eren wasn't in his memories prior to what we saw,
This is why
Why-
time travel is bullshit, Mitch.
yeah,
It makes no sense.
He wasn't until then, but he also always was.
He was destined
Like,
to manipulate Grisha into giving the Reese's Puff family a fresh bowl of milk and nice large spoonful of them,
Fresh
and
bowl of
he
what?
eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up.
yeah.
All right,
bowl of
moving
what?
moving on.
fresh
Moving
bowl of
on.
what?
Moving
Fresh
on.
bowl of what?
Moving on.
I just thought.
Hey,
of,
what's that
like,
over there? That's
an
the next topic we're
analogy.
talking about.
I just thought of like an analogy with like Back to the Future, like Marty McFly. You might think like, oh, if Marty McFly never went to the past until the movie happened, then like, how did that ever happen? But like, I guess that's how time travel works. Is that he was always back there.
That's why you just say they
in
were
the
always
past,
destined
as
to
soon
do
as
it because
as soon
that's
as it happens in the future, it's
whatever.
always been that way in the past.
time travel's bullshit. It doesn't make sense.
Lots of movies and shows have lots of different ways of showing how time travel works. It's always complicated, no matter
So-
what.
Like, no, that's not what I'm asking. Though. What I'm asking is, okay, so Eren went into. Well, I guess they could have gone into any memory. They might not have just showed us. Okay, no, I'm just gonna stop asking questions. This doesn't make any fucking sense. Continue.
Mhm.
Kev.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
I think I know what you're asking, but now I can't even like figure out how to explain it.
Okay. I'll ask one more
I know
time.
I know what you're saying. Like the line goes straight, and it's like at this point is when Eren is able to affect the past. But even though that this is when he's able to affect the past, it means that then that's just how it always then goes.
No. What I'm
You know what I
asking
mean?
is, what I'm asking. So, if I'll do your analogy. If here is where Aaron and Zeke jump into his memories, or here is where Zeke and Aaron touch, right? And then here is where they jump into Grisha's memories to start manipulating him. What the fuck happened back there? Like before Aaron even went into his memories. You know what I'm saying? Like when Grisha first got to Paradise, and before like Aaron jumped into his memories. Like what the fuck happened? Like why did he? Why I don't know.
Isn't
It's,
that then what you guys were talking
You
about with
kind
like
of
the owl? Like he was just doing his
yeah,
job.
he was just doing his
He,
assignment.
yeah, Grisha had his mission in Paradise to get the founding Titan back,
Okay.
what if the
but then he couldn't
original
do it. I'm pretty sure Aaron may have shown Grisha some snippets of
He did.
how to find the Reese's Puff family, maybe, or maybe he just did that on his own with his own connections. But then when the point finally got to where Grisha had to, eat the or founding Titan,
Beat 'em up, beat 'em up.
he was like, "Know what? I got a tum ache. I can't do it. I can't eat him up, beat him up, beat him up." And he dropped his knife because he realized he didn't bring a spoon, you know. And then Aaron's like, "Nah, bro, we came all the way to the store and we got all the way back home. You're eating these effing Reese's Puffs." And he's just like, "Dude, bet." And he did it.
So I want to ask. I'm not sure if I don't.
What,
think
did
it
that not
was
make
mentioned-
sense?
I don't know if it was mentioned in episode 79. It may have been mentioned in the manga. So Mitch, let me I guess if you know, then good. You can answer it. But can the Attack Titan then just see the memory, or yeah, I guess the memories or however it works for just like the next Attack Titan, or is it like the next couple generations or
It's
like
all.
into the
It's all the.
so
Attack
what if
Titans.
the guy that gave the Attack Titan to Grisha could see through Aaron's eyes and knew what Aaron needed, and so he set up Grisha to do all that shit?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Well,
saying with the
at-
point with Mikasa and Armin. That's
yeah,
what he said.
It's implied at the end of season 3 when Kruger's about to give Grisha the serum. He's like, "You have to protect Mikasa and Armin." And then he's just like, "Wait, who are those people?"
Oh,
I gotta
Oh,
rewatch
yeah.
this shit. I don't remember that at
Yeah,
all, but
'cause
that's
for-
big. Now that I'm hearing that now, that's big.
Well, for
At the
all we
time, I was
know-
just like, huh?
Yeah, for all we know, either Kruger saw Grisha's future memories or he saw Aaron's future memories.
I think
don't
it's
know.
implied that he. I think it's implied that he saw Aaron's memories.
yeah, I agree.
Well, I don't know. I would thought it was Grisha because he tells Aaron that if you want to protect Mikasa and if you want to protect Armin, you have to master this power because that's when like the cannonball got shot at him in the first season, and that's where
Well-
he used his power like on his own.
I feel like if it was Grisha's, he would have prioritized Aaron and his wife over Mikasa and Armin. But that's not important. Let's continue.
But the episode ends with Grisha telling Zeke it's not going to go your way anymore. It's going to go Aaron's way because this has all been leading up because of Aaron. And
Aaron's
then
the only one that gets what he wants.
And then Zeke gets scared shitless by Aaron's face. And he gets so scared of it, in fact, he gets blasted back to the path. And then we get the cool shot of Aaron looking down at him like,
We weren't done.
pathetic.
You thought you could beat me, pussy.
So then episode
Yeah,
80
right.
starts. Go ahead.
Before, yeah, and it does like a brief flashback to the warm embrace of father and neglected son. And then Zeke finally remembers the touch of his father, and he does like, they do a close up to his face, and he does like the little eye roll, like he nodded, and he started crying.
Can we talk too just about how beautiful and how good this ending fits this season? I love
Yeah.
the ending song. It's so
Me too.
good.
Oh,
Me too.
And if it's like at first I was like, it's too emotional for Attack on Titan. Like it's too like I don't know, peaceful for Attack on Titan. But now seeing that Aaron is just, it's all in Aaron's like mind. Probably I don't know. It's just, but the ending's really fucking good.
well, it's
I
just
thought the last outro was also kind of sentimental or kind of slow paced too,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
wait, are we talking about the ending outro?
The
thing?
outro, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
outro song.
that's a nice one.
So good.
Yeah, it's nice. It shows that Aaron's by himself pretty much, and it just goes through his child stuff, and then it cuts to him being an adult, and then him turning into blue fire. So, you know, he's somewhat combustible, I suppose.
Are we all?
You know, maybe Mitch. I don't know what he's snorted before when he was younger.
I think we all saw what he snorted.
I plead the fifth.
Oh,
Yeah.
this
So
this
episode
podcast is
80.
not admissible in court. This podcast is not admissible in court.
This episode does not condone drug use.
Yeah,
So episode 80.
I forgot how it starts, honestly.
Ymir.
Come here, Ymir.
Does it just... Oh, doesn't it start with...
Zeke shouting and telling her to end their
Yeah,
ability to
Zeke's just like,
procreate.
ha, you thought. All right.
Make them all virgins.
Yeah, what?
Well,
What?
Yeah,
well,
and then it flashes back. Aaron's looking down at the boy, and he's like, "Bitch, you thought." And then he's like, "Ha, no, you thought I thought. You thought, bitch." And he's like,
But you think I thought... What?
and then he yells to Ymir, "Don't fuck with the reproductive tract." And so she just beelines it to the tree,
Okay.
and then Aaron, what?
Okay. Here's a question I have. I have a lot of questions apparently, but what does Aaron affecting Grisha's memories do to make Ymir not listen to Zeke anymore?
It doesn't. What do you mean?
She's not
No,
listening to him.
He was. She
well, at
was.
the start,
But
she is.
After she wasn't, after they got back out of the memories, he's like, Ymir, like, stop them from reproducing. And she was like, you know what, fuck, I'm going.
No, that's what she was doing. She
What?
was actually going to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, she was going to
She
do
was
that?
listening to
she-
Zeke the entire time.
She just,
Oh.
Yeah.
And then so Aaron freaked out, started shouting. He tried to open up the 8th gate of death. Instead, he just ripped off his thumbs and got out of the handcuffs.
That was a good scream.
I just thought she was like, all right, fuck this shit, I'm out. And she left. I didn't realize she was going
No,
to do
she.
what Zeke told her.
Yeah, she was going to the
Yeah.
pillar to.
I
do the
thought
thing.
she could have. I thought
She
she could have
granted
been. I thought she could have just been like, okay, they're all dead. They can't reproduce.
No, they have to be
She's not.
in. You
She's
know,
not Thanos, Mitch. God.
she's not even purple.
She's basically God, man. All right.
God with a squid.
Yeah.
Squid Game.
So then we see Ymir start to walk towards the pillar to grant Zeke's wish because he has royal blood. And then now we get thrown back to Ymir's backstory.
Flashbacks.
So she was enslaved because her village
Everybody
got pillaged.
looks like just.
Yeah, everyone's all sad.
Everybody's sad. Everybody's sad.
There's a flashback, so we don't have eyes.
And everyone's sad because it's the past.
Yeah, we don't have full color. We're just all grayscale, pretty much.
Mhm.
I like that style choice, but
I thought
It
that
made
was
sense
good.
to like have her be like super sad in the empty eyes, but then all of a sudden everybody was, and I was like,
Yeah, I didn't
I don't-
care at all.
eh.
But
I
there
don't- I
were
don't think it
so
was
many-
sad.
there were
I think
so
it
many
was-
people.
I don't think
You
it was
think they were
sad. It
happy
was
getting
just-
pillaged?
bitch. Even the fucking king's eyes were sad.
That's what I'm saying. Is I didn't like that everybody's
But-
eyes was like that.
I'm not saying it's sad. I'm saying it's just like I don't know. It wasn't like, oh, they're all sad. Their eyes are gonna be down. It's,
The animators do like a really good job putting depth into everyone's eyes in this. I think we can agree on that. But for them having to do that for, like,
the
yeah,
fuck are you
look, this-
laughing at, Trav?
The king has sad eye too.
these like the king, he did play a significant role in the history, and like now we understand a lot more of what happened. But for them to have that same depth in all these people, like all these random villagers that pointed out Ymir and whatever, I think that would have been a lot of work just for providing that, like, that simple story, more or less simple. I mean, it was pretty complicated, but I think it was enough for this. It was an art style to show the past, I guess, like the old past, because this happened how many years ago?
2,000 years ago.
Was the title of the episode.
Yeah.
2000.
So-
really long time.
Really, the backstory with Ymir getting the founding Titan power is that after her village and all the other villagers get enslaved to this other kingdom or tribe or whatever the F we want to call it, she gets outed for being the one that lets a pig loose or something from the pen. So she gets let free, but what that means is that she gets hunted down. And yes, Midge, you have something to share with the class.
I do. I want to talk about the eyes again.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think it was sadness because even in the manga, it wasn't like an anime style choice. In the manga, her eyes are colored in too, and the only time we see her eyes are when she becomes free. So I think the eyes is supposed to represent that none of those people were free.
Even the king.
Yeah, man, he was a prisoner to power.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. That's fine. I wasn't fighting any battles there. I didn't care.
Sorry, continue.
No, you better. No, I want you to give a more formal apology. Where's your pedestal?
You talking to me? Yusuf, apologize. What the fuck? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, of course, because he doesn't hear a word I say. Bye, Yusuf.
Yep.
He stops listening when you talk, remember?
Yeah, no.
Pretty rude, but
Okay, but where were
You guys
we?
hearing something?
Ymir gets hunted down.
free.
She gets let go from her position, and then
What?
yeah, dude, quit showing off, bro. Don't
He's
make
doing
Josh
those
get his
chest
guns out.
exercises.
Josh, get your guns out.
Bro, don't make me.
Yeah, don't make him do it. So Ymir gets hunted down, and before
Free.
she finds some local foliage and
Some
falls.
local flora and fauna.
Yeah, she falls into this big ass tree, and inside of this big ass tree, there's a spring, and inside of this spring, there's this like weird parasite thing.
Weird
And-
looking at.
and then the parasite just goes-
It's a weird Pokemon. I'll tell you what. I have not seen that one on my Pokedex yet.
Yeah,
Number 69.
yeah. Excuse me. So then it attaches to Ymir's neck, and then she transforms into the Founding Titan.
Why?
Wait, what did I just see?
Now
Why?
we can. Look, now, wait, hold on. This is genius because now we can put feet in the tags of this video.
Yeah, true.
Genius. Genius.
All right.
Yeah, I
I feel like this
don't know
podcast.
if we're gonna get more explanation of that weird Pokemon, or if this was the episode to do it and they just didn't.
I
But
feel like
I hope
like
we
this-
get more explanation because that Pokemon just kind of coming out of nowhere was a little weird.
I don't know
I feel
what
like-
the
I feel
F
like
it is.
This episode has just derailed into Trav actually trying to talk about Attack on Titan and me just fucking interrupting him every 5 minutes.
Then stop. You just did it again.
Hey, don't worry. We're almost at the hour limit, so we're getting there. We're getting close.
Yeah, man.
But there's really not too much that happens afterwards, because Ymir turns into the Founding Titan, and then the king's like, I'm not going to let that opportunity pass me by.
I missed it because Mitch was distracting me with
No,
his
you were
feet.
looking at Peter. Okay, never mind. That's what I was going to
You
say.
were looking at. You want to see my feet?
Mitch distracted me with
Yeah, we'll
his
get more
feet. Did you
views.
say how he turned into the Founding Titan? I mean, the original Titan?
Who?
Ymir?
Ymir.
She fell into a pond and a bug attached to her spine.
The parasite looking glowy shit.
It's so true,
stupid.
though. It's so
fucking
true.
stupid. She fell into a pond and a bug attached to her spine.
Yeah, and then she turned into a giant creature.
She
What's
turned
there
into
not to
fucking godlike-
understand?
Godlike
Who's
kaiju.
that Pokemon, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like running away from the people like trying to hunt her. She walked into like this giant ass tree,
Mm-hmm.
and then she found the slide, and she's like, "Well, why not have some fun?" Zipped down it, and then drowned. And then we had a parasite
Yeah.
give her the suck on her spine.
So
dude.
stupid, man.
Yeah, I don't understand any of that, but it's just what it is, I guess. She falls into a tree, turns into the Founding Titan, and then the king's just like, hell yeah, dude, I'm gonna take this and ride with it. And because the king used the power of the Titan, he was able to build his kingdom, and they started building the walls and stuff like that. And then eventually, Ymir sacrifices herself protecting the king, and the king, still desperate to hold on to that power of the Titan, feeds Ymir's children her flesh, which then probably branches off into the other Titans.
The line where he was like, "You're not free to die yet, my slave." I was like, "Holy shit, dude!"
No, yeah, he was like, "Don't pretend you're dead. We know it'll
Yeah.
take more than this to kill you." Like, did she actually die there?
See,
Yeah.
that makes me wonder about the paths though, because she's not allowed to die from her king, but she is kind of dead. So is the paths like a purgatory for her? And because she has the power of the Titans, it's you could see like all her different like offspring kind of shoot off into like the different roots.
I think that's what it's. Yeah, it's like her purgatory. I think
Yeah.
She made them out of like the
Sand and
and
stuff.
the mud and stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So then off of that, we cut back to Ymir just spending 2,000 years making sand sculptures of like colossal titans and other different titan shifters, and then we finally cut back to Aaron after ripping off both of his thumbs, getting out of the chains. He says, "You're free" or something.
He says, "You're not a god. You're not something. You're just a girl.
not a
You're just a
slave."
human. You're just a
Yeah.
human.
Yeah.
You can be free." And then
And
you see
he
your
gives,
eyes
he
for
gives
the
her
first
like a
time.
back hug.
You
You
can-
know, the comforting.
Yeah,
Like, stop.
it's up to you. It's your
this
choice.
hug. It's like this kind of hug.
Yeah, because he doesn't have thumbs.
Not a hug. It's a hug.
Well, it looks like he's more or less gonna like choke her out. Like, don't you do it?
Yeah, he's like,
Don't you do it?
I'm gonna murder you, but you're free. You're free to
Right.
go, but
Yeah.
I'm
You're
gonna
free,
do this, I'm
but
gonna kill you.
you're free if you follow me.
You're free if you make the right choice.
One thing I wanted to say real quick before we get to the ending is I don't love how it happened with the whole parasite and stuff, but at the same time, it's like I can't really think of a way that would have made more sense or made me happier. I mean, I guess it kind of had to happen some fantastical kind of way.
I mean, did
Anyway,
you
like,
know when they have like the intermission and it's like information for public disclosure? Did you guys read that?
I tried
I
reading that,
ne-
yeah,
I
and
never
they
read
just called
that.
it like the thing or like the being or
Yeah,
the
it's like-
something.
The original Titan was born from got its power from something, and it's like we don't know if it was a parasite or God pitying blah blah blah,
Yeah.
but this something is what transformed everything.
So then, never mind. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, with something this crazy and, you know, so incredibly different from just typical human biology or whatever, it's like it had to come from somewhere that was slightly fantastical. That's what makes it fiction
Well, yeah,
or whatever.
no.
So,
I expected it to be magic or divine intervention. I just didn't expect it to be so stupid as a little girl falling into a pond.
Yeah,
Sure.
you would think it had something to do with like a demon or something because
Yeah.
in like the books, like showing
picture,
her,
yeah.
it shows her like making a deal with the
Offering-
devil.
Offering stuff to the devil.
Yeah, so I
that
thought,
just shows how they were wrong. You know, that's what they all
Yeah,
thought it
it's-
was, but they were wrong.
yeah,
Yeah, so he gives her the bear hug from behind, whispers sweet nothings in her ear. He's like, "You've been waiting 2,000 years, but you've been waiting for me."
to
And
tell
then,
you to tell you this, it's free real estate. And then sure enough, just like that, Ymir's just
Yeah.
like, hey,
yeah,
take my power.
Yeah. That happens, and then Grisha's running over. He's like, "Wait, what's going on over here?"
mean
now
Zeke?
you're-
Zeke.
Yeah. Sorry, Zeke. I don't even know what I said.
Yeah, Grisha's just somehow in this the
Yeah,
future now, even though he's dead. Hey,
Yeah,
let
right.
you guys know I'm back. What's up?
Zeke running over. So, wait, how's the reproductive system going? What's going on over here?
Stop
I
it.
want to hug Zeke again.
Stop it. So
And then
then,
we see the centipede.
yeah, the parasite
Shoot out of Aaron.
shoots out of Aaron's decapitated head that, you know, Gabby 360 no scope shot off his body pretty much. And then does- when it's showing like the parasite shooting out of Aaron, it shows him absorbing Zeke, right?
It makes like
Does it?
ethereal contact with Zeke.
Well, like
And
what
it's
happens is that it shows like Aaron's face and then his eyes like twitch, and then next thing you know, all you see is like the parasite like overtake Zeke's body.
I did not pay attention to that. Let me.
I
think
honestly, I
focus
thought it was that
camera.
the parasite was coming out of his body to reconnect to his head. I thought that that's what it was.
It did.
It all
did,
happened
but
so
in that
fast,
moment,
in honesty.
It did happen, yeah.
came out and it connected Aaron's head to the rest of his body, and I think one of two things may have happened. One, they were already in contact, so that already met the requirement. Or, I remember what you said. I remember seeing what you said, Trav. Like it sucks something out of Zeke. I think that was just kind of
I
like,
think it overtakes him and absorbs him into whatever Aaron turns into.
yeah, yeah.
I'm,
I
I'm,
think
I'm,
you're-
re-
I
I'm
think you're
rewatching
right.
it right now. I'm rewatching it right now.
Trev, I think you're right because at the end it flashes to a picture of Aaron, and it's like
Oh, yeah.
Attack Titan mixed with Zeke's form, Beast Titan.
Ooh.
Like his facial hair is like on.
So then, finally, after Gabby saves the day, she's completely just told, "Nope, that didn't work," and the rumbling starts. The walls.
Rumbling.
It's coming. It's here. It's here, man. It's here. It's happening here. So, yeah, the walls shatter, and poor
Awesome.
Floch
Martin.
falls down, maybe to his death.
Loesch.
Yeah,
Who the fuck's Loesch?
the
It's
redhead
like-
dude
Yeah,
that
he was
betrayed
like,
the.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So then, yeah, the rumbling starts, and then Mikasa's like, "What's happening?" Armin's like, "We won, man. We did it." What? Hello?
Aaron
Kill you!
betrayed
There's
us.
giant Colossus
So-
Titans walking.
I was a little confused about this though, because it seemed like Armin was like excited at first, but then now they're scared about what Aaron
can
says at the
I-
end. Are they?
Yeah.
I
now
can
they actually
explain.
don't like it.
So I can explain why. So Armin thought Aaron was just going to bring down the walls of Shiganshina to defeat the Marley Republic and
Just completely
their
destroy
enemies.
Marley. Yeah.
But
Call
what
it there.
what he saw is that Aaron took down Wall Rose, Wall Cena, and Wall Maria. And Armin's like, why would he take down the inner walls if he only wants to defeat Marley? Like, just those Titans.
Why are they
enough.
all going in different directions?
And then he realizes what Aaron tells them at the end of the episode.
That
Mhm.
instead of destroying
Hey-
just Marley and like all those government officials, Aaron announces to all the subjects of Ymir that
To destroy the world.
the world wants to destroy the Eldians and take away our freedom, pretty much. And Aaron's like, I reject their wish. So the walled titans will trample this entire world until every last one of them is taken out.
Aaron hit the big red genocide button.
Yeah.
Everything besides Paradise Island, even the aliens
Everything,
who aren't on Paradise Island, are all
everything
dead.
outside the island is gonna get
It's
fucking.
gone.
Okay. So
trampled.
even some of the people that he was like talking to, the other Eldians, if you're not on
Yes.
Paradise
Yeah,
Island,
they
you're
fucked.
dead.
You're
Yeah,
fucked.
they're feels bad. Sag.
So then
yeah.
my question is, do you think that like Armin and Mikasa are gonna try and stop that from happening?
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
they're gonna blow up like the Aaron's gonna like destroy
think-
like most of the world by doing that.
I think Aaron was a protagonist / antagonist for these first 5 episodes, but now I think he's jumped ship to 100%. He's the antagonist at the start.
That's
And
what I was
Reiner-
gonna.
Reiner and Armin and Mikasa and Connie and Jean, they are now the protagonists that have to
And
stop
Sasha's
Aaron.
dead body.
And
Sasha's dead body. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll help out.
And what's his name? The kid who just became
Colt
a Titan.
Falco?
Hopefully, yeah.
What's
Hopefully we
the-
get to see Falco.
yeah.
Hopefully we get to see him like doing Titan stuff. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool. He is the jaw
Hopefully-
Titan now.
Hopefully we get to see Annie come back.
I was
Oh, yeah,
gonna
remember
say-
that? Remember that
Yeah.
character
Because
that they
I'm
showed in
pretty
the
sure-
intro?
Yeah, it's been showing Annie like in the intro.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, she'll probably come back at the end,
It's-
try to fight
she has-
against the founding Titan that Aaron.
Yeah,
You
the
should
big
have to
fucking like skeleton
Spine.
Waylord that
Bro.
he's transformed into, dude. Jesus
Sure, it's
Christ.
fucking
Is it
massive.
He's
is
a
it
thick
bad
boy.
that I wish that during like the whole transformation in that scene you see, oh shit, I can't think of his name. Why can't I think of his name? The armor titan. Shit.
Reiner?
Reiner?
Randy, thank you. He was running towards that one girl, like trying to
Yeah,
save
dude,
her. Yeah, I was wanting so badly for Aaron to just like bitch slap him and just like that's it, he's gone.
It's like his
He's dead.
skeleton tail, just like.
Yep.
Why the hell is he so big? I don't understand.
Because the founding Titan was big. What do you mean?
Badass.
But it wasn't that big.
Yeah, but you know how many Titans Aaron has inside of him now?
You know how big that tree was?
He is a monstrosity of this bunch of different Titans, and assumingly Ymir gave him complete the 100% power
That's
of
true.
the founder. So this is like it at full blast. mixed with how many years like that power's probably been harnessed in the paths or whatever. So
You
yeah.
just cut out a lot.
Yeah, all I heard
Hell
was
yeah.
how many years of
And he just kept going like this.
paths. Yeah, yeah. Paths.
Just imagine I was saying something, intelligent.
I just thought of something.
Fill in the
Do
blanks.
you think Aaron can like summon past Titans, or like do you think he'll be able to like? Do you think he'll be able to control Reiner and Annie and because he's the founder now?
Well, the founders
May-
never controlled the other Titans.
But what Grisha said is the Attack Titan's the only one that can like think for itself. So if the founder tried to, they could control the other shifters. So Aaron could like just tell them that you can't do this.
Maybe.
I wonder if that means for like the non-shifters, like you can command them, but the shifters still have like their own personality. They can still think like they're a higher being compared to the other Titans.
Maybe, yeah.
At this point, I guess how do you guys want it to play out?
Well,
like, what would you prefer to see?
well, the only thing I was confused about is why is Mikasa in the path? She's not an Eldian, is she?
Yeah, she is.
But why? What? I don't think she's an Eldian, is she?
Yeah, the Ackermans are Eldians. I'm
But
pretty
then-
sure they are.
But then, like, when they were talking about inheriting the Attack Titan from Eren, they were like, "Oh, Mikasa can't do it. She's not an Eldian. She's not viable to do it."
Let me search that real quick.
Because she is an Eldian, then fine. But I didn't think she was.
Oh, that she's
Are
a mixed
Ackermans
breed.
Eldians. Yeah, no, it says
sorry.
it says the so I think what happened is the crossbreeding, right? I think Mika says like because that lady from what was their world's Asia came and said you should come back to our country because you belong.
No,
with us.
her dad is an Eldian, so
Yeah. I think it's like yeah. So her mom was foreign, but
So then-
I think when the walls went up, there was the Asian people in the walls, and then that's why I think Levi's an Ackerman or Levi's an Eldian too. I think we still haven't
Yeah,
seen him yet.
why wasn't he in that cutscene?
I don't know because we don't know if
he's
he's dead
dead
or not.
He's dead.
We
What do you mean?
didn't see Hans either.
died.
So.
He's dead. What do you mean? We're
Han's
never gonna see him
probably
again.
paying for herself with that eye patch.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we'll probably see everyone kind of come together to most likely fight against Eren or fight against the Marley troops still. I don't know. I'm pretty sure like the most obvious thing here is just like, all right, we gotta stop these Titans. We gotta stop the founder right now.
I think
Yeah,
We're in deep shit.
I think someone's gonna kill Eren. I don't know where he is, like his human body. I don't know where that is.
Yeah.
But I think
We
they're-
haven't seen like a full scale of his founding Titan yet, so we have no idea.
I don't know where his human body is. I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna try and locate his human body, and either Armin or Mikasa is gonna kill him, or Reiner. I think Reiner killing him would be.
No, he's too good at losing. He can't get
Yeah.
a win. Can't give him a dub at the end, man.
It would make
I-
a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense for Mikasa to kill him. Like she finally got over that burden of his love or her loving him.
Yeah.
So-
Or like
She
she
left
was
the scarf
born, She was
behind.
born to protect
Born
him.
to
And
protect
so-
him and stop him from doing this. Yeah. Or
Or,
Do you think-
you know,
shit.
Because
You know-
she left the scarf behind before she left off on this mission, right?
I just thought of something.
No.
well,
Yeah.
I thought of something even better.
No, I thought of the obvious answer here, but go ahead, Mitch.
Gabby.
Okay, it's not gonna make sense to Josh and Yusuf because they haven't seen Code Geass. But Trav, you'll get this. Do you think Aaron's pulling a Lelouch, where he knows that the only people that will be able to stop him are his friends? That's why he didn't like. He knows that his friends will eventually stop him, so he's just doing this until they like. He knows that it won't kill the entire world because his friends will eventually stop him. Like he has that much trust in his friends that will eventually bring him
From
down.
the context of the episodes that we've gotten, it makes a lot of sense why Eren is doing the thing he is doing. He is
Yeah.
against people stealing his freedom, so if people try to steal his freedom, he takes their freedom away from them. So the world wants to take away the island's freedom, so he's
Yeah,
gonna just
I
fuck up the
got
world.
that. I got that. But
I
don't
have
think
I have
that's-
no evidence to I have no idea or hint that he's doing this for everyone else.
I don't think Aaron is gonna I don't think his actual goal is to wipe out the entire fucking planet.
Why not?
I don't believe that.
Why?
I just don't. I don't
Dude,
know. I just don't
at the
believe
end
that.
of episode 3, he literally points at the oceans like, if we kill all our enemies on the other side of the water, will we finally be free? This is what it's all been leading to, because at that point he's already had the memories, and now he knew the rumbling was coming. So he knew this was the answer.
I feel like somewhere deep down, Aaron knows that his friends will eventually stop him, and that's the only reason he's carrying this out.
Maybe,
I just
maybe
think-
not, but I mean, his motivation right now makes sense in context of his character.
I think Gabby is just gonna find that fucking.
Yeah, no, you
rifle
shithead.
again.
I was gonna say that. The obvious answer is Gabby gets another lucky crit on him or some shit with a 360 no scope.
So you get a
gonna
collateral
be a-
kill, freaking 60 spines.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a 720 YY ladder stall.
yeah, pretty much. Throw,
All I
do a
was gonna
throwing
say
knife
that
up
I
there.
want to see for the remaining episodes is more of
Gabby dies.
Skeleton Waylord, Aaron, and then I would also really like to see Falco actually like being the Jaw Titan and like getting to use that a little bit. It would be cool because if it's just like he inherited it, but we never get to see him use it at all, that would be kind of disappointing or whatever. But
Yeah, I
guess
think
we'll
they're gonna
We'll
realize
see
that
it.
they all
We'll
need
see
to
it.
come together, and then they'll be like, "We need one more person."
Yeah,
And so he'll go release her.
I think Aaron is pulling a Lelouch, and he was pulling what Sasuke was. They want to be the world's villain, so that way the world has to come together to beat them, and then all the hatred in the world dies when they die. I think that's he's pulling a Lelouch. I
Or
think
he's just
does
doing
Aaron-
this to piss Gabby off, so
Yeah.
she finally kills him.
I'm convinced he's pulling a Lelouch. He's trying to do this so that everyone like learns to work together to stop him, the one true enemy. And then once he dies, there will be no threats that rival him, and there will be no more like you know what like
I feel like
what Sasuke was trying to pull.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like the world has already told us though that wouldn't be enough, and they'd still be against Eldians because they'd still be capable of becoming.
Dude, you
Titans.
think after all
They'd still
this,
be
like the
capable of
world's just
becoming
gonna be
him.
like, oh, okay, we
Yeah.
stopped a big baddie, let's all be friends again.
Obviously, fucking not. But well, like
Because the
he's-
Eldians would still be.
You know how
capable
shitty
being
of an ending that
Titans.
would be if like Aaron does get taken out by his friends, but then they're still not guaranteed peace, you know?
Yeah.
well, it's gonna happen because if it's realistic, peace is unrealistic because human tendencies are to fight what's different than you. So I'm getting really philosophical, but human nature is to disagree and like what's different from you. And in a global scale, when tensions arise, there's gonna be fucking fights, right? So even if Aaron achieves peace, or if his goal is to wipe everyone out, if his goal is what I think, and it's to achieve peace, it's only a temporarily peace because peace is never permanent. In our world, in anime world, in any fictional world, peace is not an option. Peace will never be sustainable.
I'm more offended that you didn't raise your hand for that one.
Why did we say whether Aaron or not would look into the future for the next Titan to see what the hell happens?
What if there isn't a next Titan?
That's true.
No, I mean, is that your
He
thought?
hasn't because he hasn't said anything about that yet.
What if Aaron wins and there's just not a next Titan?
He's gonna die. He has to die.
He'll
Right.
die soon. He dies soon. Yeah, he dies in like 3 years, I think.
Remind me. So if he was to die and no one was to eat him, would it pass to someone randomly?
Eventually,
Or-
someone would be born
You
with
guys
the
are
Attack Titan power.
you guys are
randomly.
assuming the past is still gonna be here after all this. For all we know, Ymir is passed on, and now the paths are gonna be
That's-
completely shut down after all this.
That's
Maybe
what I was- that's
Eldons
what I
are
was
not gonna
saying,
be able
yeah.
to transform anymore.
That's what I was saying. Maybe Titans aren't even going to be a thing anymore.
But in his I guess. Well, like in his current state, is it like a hypothetical that he can see what happens in the future, or is it that now
Well,
his actions that may look
no.
by the future
because
and it won't
There
exist anymore?
has to be an Attack Titan in the future for him to be able to see into. And if there's no Attack Titan in the future, he can't see into the future.
Yeah.
So
Then
Yeah,
the
I just forgot the whole like, if somebody specifically eats him, then you can control who gets it. Otherwise, it's just RNG.
it's random.
I'm assuming there's gonna be no more Titans after all this founder stuff because
Well,
Ymir's
if
already
you-
gonna move on, regardless if
Ymir-
Aaron wins or not.
if she moves on. If she doesn't move on, then there will be more Titans.
Well, no, you saw her eyes open up.
That doesn't mean shit.
What do you mean? She relinquished all her power to Eren. You think she's just gonna go back?
You think Aaron's just gonna give that back?
We gotta fucking.
You think it's gonna be taken from
Oh,
him?
shit. Here we go again.
Yeah. That's what
I
CJ
think-
has to add to this.
Maybe the moment we see Levi come back is when he gets RNG'd, the Attack Titan.
It's a brand new baby. It's a newborn baby that gets.
Yeah, he's just reborn because he just got destroyed.
Yeah, maybe they found a new way to genetically move Levi's consciousness into a new baby.
Why is this a big talking point? Like, I feel like this is the most insignificant talking we've had all fucking stream.
We're talking about the
Who
ending
cares
of
about
Attack
the
on
future
Titan.
Attack Titan? Who cares about the future Attack Titan?
Because it relates to the ending of the show. What are you talking about?
So rude.
We're talking.
Don't do that shit.
Fuck you!
Like, I was really scared for a second there. Like, oh my god, I'm coming at you, man.
Okay.
Goodness.
I didn't-
We're just
God, you
theorizing.
scared my
We don't
Twitch
have
spawn,
anything
dude. Are
else.
you okay? Are you still blocking the glare? Yeah, you are. Jesus.
Maybe you should just not have a glare there. You think about that?
I tried. I can't get rid of it.
Move the lamp.
No. You move the lamp with your pumped up chest.
Lamp.
Yeah.
I love lamp.
Lamp. Lamp. Well,
I feel like we're
I think so.
derailing into dangerous territory right now.
I think we're done, right?
I'm just interested why you
Yeah.
don't think that
That's why we
talking
were just
about
theorizing.
the Attack Titan is significant, or just the future Titans.
Why do you think it's significant? That's my question. Rebuttal question to you.
I think
Why-
it just depends on how they choose to end it. Because yeah, it is the final season, so you want some sense of closure. But maybe the closure we get is knowing that the cycle will just be repeated.
But your question was, can Eren see into the future? Why is that important right now?
Just to build on, I don't know if he already knows what's going to happen because of the
I think-
effects of whatever he's done through the future.
Bye,
Attack
Josh.
Titan.
Bye. See you later, Josh. Aaron's the founder, so he knows everything there.
Okay, so why didn't you just say that instead of saying it's insignificant?
Because why are we talking about the next Attack Titan? I don't get it.
Because it makes a lot of assumptions. Like, if there's a future Attack Titan, that means that something happened to Eren. Either he won and passed it down, or he lost and someone else inherited it. It also makes the assumption that Ymir didn't completely close the paths.
See, this is funny. This is funny because Trav knows everything that's gonna happen. He's read them all.
Wow. Yeah, cat's out of the bag on that one.
Spoiler
Good.
alert.
So, me, Josh, and you said we're just like, what the fuck gonna happen? Trav like, gonna happen.
And that's
Yeah.
why Travis.
That's why I didn't mention anything.
Yeah.
Good.
So, spoiler alert. I know how this shit ends. And I left no hints.
Yeah. No. I still think he's pulling a Lelouch and then pulling a Sasuke. I think he's trying
pulling a
to.
Belarus.
He's pulling a Bella
He's
Porch.
doing all this for Fruity Pebbles, yes.
Pulling a soccer.
Okay. So, I think we have run out of talking points on this one, unless Mitch wants to hit his bongos again.
No, I'm good.
All right, Mitch. Outro's on you.
Bye.
No.
Not.
Okay,
Mitch,
Outro's on me.
Mitch, you gotta calm down. You're scrunching your forehead. Relax.
Bro, why the fuck would you make it like? Fuck you. That's actually something I don't scrunch my forehead. I just have those fucking. Fuck you guys. I'm leaving. Fuck
I
this
think
shit.
it's the shading. I think it's the
Well,
shading.
you broke the stream. He broke it. Well, hi, a mixture of Yusuf and Mitch, but we're gonna be ending this stream then.
You, Mitch.
All right, so that's gonna be the end of this episode podcast. So whoever hung out, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it. Mitch is back, but it's too late because we're already rolling the outro.
On the next episode of this episode, Trav, Mitch, Josh, and Yusuf cover episodes 10 and 11, the last 2 episodes of Demon Slayer, The Entertainment District Arc. You won't want to miss this. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any new episodes. Catch the stream live on twitch.tv/DutchRe every Monday night. Thank you guys for watching. Catch y'all on the next one.